Well, good afternoon, First Reformed Church. Today is Thursday, June 11, 2020, and I'm coming to you once again from the basement studio here at First Reformed Church. And it's an exciting day because we are now almost to reopening weekend at First Reformed Church. I know a lot of you have been waiting a long time, nearly 3 months, to be back in church, and the day has come this Sunday to be back in the house of the Lord. And so we say with the psalmist, I was glad when they said to me, let us go up into the house of the Lord. Now, this is, of course, an opportunity for you to come to church if you are ready. Some of you, because of pre-existing conditions or due to other factors, are going to want to continue to join us online. That's cool. We will be broadcasting live at both of our regularly scheduled worship times, which are 8:30 and 10:45 a.m. Same service largely. Now, for instance, this weekend we have a baptism in the first service. We won't be baptizing again in the second. But for the most part, the services will be identical, 8:30 to 10:45. And you are suggested to come to one or the other, depending on where your last name falls in the alphabet. But again, that's a recommendation. No one's going to be stopped at the door. Neither will any of us say to anyone else, hey, you're supposed to be at the other service. We're just not going to do that. We have plenty of space. And so we encourage you to come at the time that best fits your family's Sunday morning schedule. This Sunday, we're going to have some special things happening. First of all, I'm going to be kicking off a brand new message series called Holy Ground. Now, this is a 10-week series that's going to do the best possible way we can a tour of the lands of Israel. Some of you know I have led tours to Israel and Palestine in the past, and after we've all been stuck indoors for 3 months, we would all love to get out and do something adventurous. We can't all do that, but we're going to do our best to bring you virtually to 10 or 11 beautiful sites in the land of Israel over the course of the next 10 weeks. And this series begins with a look at Dan and Beersheba, two towns that are often mentioned together in the Bible. We'll have all kinds of sort of archaeological paraphernalia on stage. It'll feel a little bit like we're at a dig site. And it's a great opportunity for you to share the stream if you're watching online, or to invite a friend if you'll be here in person. Or invite a friend to watch online, even if you'll be here in flesh and bone on Sunday. Two other things to make you aware of for Sunday, in addition to what's been said about being ushered in and the hand sanitizer and all those things we've communicated to you in the green sheet. Sunday morning, because it's kind of a fun Sunday, we're going to be doing a special time of kind of like a photo booth without a photo booth. There will be people at both our north and south doors who will take pictures, socially distanced, of your family as you walk into church on Sunday morning, if you're okay with that. They'll definitely ask you permission. They'll also ask you if you're willing to have your picture posted on our church's Instagram feed. And if you say yes, shortly after worship begins, you'll be able to find those on the church's Instagram page. So if you don't have the Instagram app downloaded on your device, do it right now and make sure that you follow First Reformed Church of Orange City. We'd love to see your beautiful smiling faces as you head back to church this weekend. And then lastly, because it is summer and because we have people away on vacation, we find ourselves short a drummer this weekend for Praise Team. Now, there's a couple things that we can do with tracks to add in that sound, but we also wanted to create a fun opportunity for our kids to be our percussion section during the opening song set this Sunday. There's 2 songs we'll be doing together. One is called Joyful, Joyful, We Adore Thee, and the second is called All the People Said Amen. And we would love to have you kids make and bring some kind of small percussion instruments of your own to join in with our worship team this Sunday. Now, Sarah Kuiper and Kathy Alonso, who work in our children's ministry, have made a handful of shakers like this with Pringles. And they'll be first come, first serve at each service. So if you forget, there will be a little percussion instrument for you to use as you walk in the door. But we'd love for you to make and create something, maybe with paper plates, or I don't know, let your imagination run wild. And we want you to be our percussion section for the first 2 songs on Sunday. And then after that, maybe set your drum or your shaker underneath the pew as we continue with our worship service. Hey, it's going to be a ton of fun. We cannot wait to see you there. We're all pioneers. This is the first time in like 30 or 40 years that we've had 2 Sunday morning services. It'll be great to have you back with us, and it'd be great to have you watching online if you're unable to be with us in person. Reopening Sunday, this Sunday, June 14. God bless you, and we'll see you then.